So, in my last video, I talked about why I think the AYN Odin 3 makes more sense than buying a Steam Deck, especially now after the price increase. But what if even the Odin 3 feels like more money than you want to spend? That's where the Retroid Pocket 6 comes in. I know there are better devices than this, but let me start with it. Then we will discuss the better alternative we have. The first thing you need to understand is that buying a Retroid Pocket 6 means accepting its capabilities. This is not a device built for running every modern AAA Windows game. This is a handheld for people who want excellent PS2 and GameCube emulation with a growing number of small PC games on the side. For that kind of use, the Retroid Pocket 6 is already offering way more than most people expected. Recent game-native updates have improved compatibility a lot. Several lightweight and mid-range PC games run well on the Retroid Pocket 6, but the RAM limit is a real issue. Even though Witcher 3 era games may run well for a while, you will notice stutter and frame pacing issues soon. The real advantage of the Retroid Pocket 6 lies somewhere else. It's the size. This thing is so small that it easily fits into your pocket. That's what makes it different from a lot of larger handhelds. You can pull it out during a break, play for a few minutes while commuting, or squeeze in a quick session before bed. It feels more like something you naturally carry every day instead of something you have to plan around bringing with you. And for a lot of people, that's a bigger advantage than playing new PC games. But that smaller size also brings some trade-offs. If the RAM limit wasn't already enough to think about, the compact design can also make it harder to keep temperatures under control during heavier workloads. For retro gaming and even most Switch games, that's usually not a major concern. But once you start getting into PC gaming, those limitations become more noticeable. You may see lower frame rates, occasional stuttering, or performance drops during longer sessions as the device tries to manage heat and memory usage. I don't think that's what most people buying a Retroid Pocket 6 are actually looking for. Most people want something affordable and portable, something powerful enough to handle the majority of Android games and emulation without spending a fortune. And for that audience, the Retroid Pocket 6 makes a lot of sense. But after all that, I think there is one device that might be worth stretching your budget for: the Odin 2 Portal. Now, both devices have similar internals, but the Odin 2 Portal offers more room to grow. It comes with a larger OLED screen, a bigger battery, a larger chassis with better cooling and grips. Those advantages start to matter when you're spending longer gaming sessions on the device or when you begin trying heavier PC games. The larger screen also makes PC games more comfortable to look at, since their interfaces were designed for monitors rather than handhelds, making text easier to read and menus less cramped. The bigger battery is another benefit because once you start running heavier games, battery life becomes much more important, and the Odin 2 Portal can usually last longer before needing a charge. The cooling is probably the biggest advantage of all. If the Retroid Pocket 6 is designed primarily around portability, the Odin 2 Portal is designed more for sustained performance during longer and more demanding gaming sessions. Both the Retroid Pocket 6 and the Odin 2 Portal are excellent retro handhelds. They have somewhat different use cases, but both are very good at what they are expected to do. The Retroid Pocket 6 is a great option if you want something pocketable that still offers a capable handheld for Android gaming, emulation, and some lighter PC gaming. The Odin 2 Portal gives you more room for heavier workloads and a more comfortable experience for longer gaming sessions. Choose either of these and you will have a good time if you keep expectations realistic.